Hello YouTube! Welcome back to my channel. It's been, I think, 3 years since I made a video for my channel in which I actually talk, and I was bored and I missed you. So I missed myself as well. I am, if you've never been to my channel before, I am a now 48-year-old woman living in exile from her chosen home of Brooklyn now for 3 years. I'm in the Philadelphia area, and my last video was made in my former apartment in Park Slope. And I wish I still lived there. Anyway, so I thought I would hop back on, and since my channel had been focused more on clothing and lifestyle things and dressing up for goth events and sometimes taking you on little vacations with me, I wanted to kind of tilt more towards the health and beauty side of things because I'm getting older, and despite being 48, actually 48 and a quarter now, people tell me I still look much younger than I am, and I recently did this, I don't know how accurate it is, but the Ageless RX biological age test, and this is like the poor man's version or poor woman's version of some of the more elaborate, more accurate tests that you can do that I'm just not shelling out hundreds or thousands of dollars for that, but using 9 biomarkers, including your glucose, your C-reactive protein, albumin, and some blood cell markers. They tell you what your biological age is. And mine was 25, which I thought was super cool. All of my blood work, aside from like hormones going out of range now because I'm perimenopausal, I'm being treated using hormone supplementation, let's call it, which is helping a lot, but that's the subject for another video, another time. Today I want to talk about exclusively what I eat in a day. I've never made a video like this because I thought it would just be boring. Who would care? But maybe some people do care. I was thinking about sharing it with some friends, and then I figured why not share it widely here. So I've pre-recorded the clips of what I have consumed today. Everything, this is like food only. I can do a video on all of my supplements and even like my morning drink that I make with my collagen powder, but it's creatine and collagen and some spices. Great. So it'll look a lot like videos or recipes that people who are actually board certified in medicine or professional scientists will share, because I just copy what they do. But anyway, so as far as, I'm going to jump to the clips of what I do eat in a day in a second. I did want to point out kind of my philosophy here with what I eat. First of all, it's high protein. I try to get to 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. I usually don't get there because I just don't. I try my hardest. I'm not a very hungry person at all, which is a challenge. So I'm usually I'm not hungry enough to eat what I need to eat to survive. So I only weigh 103 pounds, but I aim for like 85 and above grams of protein a day. And if I can hit that, great. High omega-3s, you'll see I eat sardines every day. High fiber, high polyphenols, high flavonoids. It's a very anti-inflammatory diet. I try to make everything I eat count. It's got to be doing something for me. I don't buy snacks that like rustle in plastic bags. I just don't understand it. I don't know why people put those in their body if they aren't doing something for their body. Like, will the person you are tomorrow be thanking you for that? I don't know. It seems like a waste of money. And they just make you hungrier. So I do, naturally, I'm not drawn to carbohydrates, which is great overall for my health, and keeping my insulin nice and steady. Let's see, a lot of antioxidants. Incidentally, this is the last thing I'm going to say before I go to the other videos. When I was a kid and knew nothing about nutrition, I'm talking 4, 5, 6 years old, I would beg my mom for raw produce, and I liked things that were red. I liked red bell peppers, pimentos, tomatoes, strawberries, any kind of berry. Berries are like candy to me. I loved red meat, like juicy, fatty red meat. Sardines. I've loved sardines my whole life. I don't know what it is, but they're just, they hit the spot in the way that nothing else can. If they're high quality, like they're the ones that are super fishy tasting. I want nothing to do with them. And the yellows of eggs. So I think that I was, there was something very satisfying about these, more nutrient dense proteins that were on the higher fat side, but like, they're super good for you. Like healthy fats, or healthy enough. You do need, some cholesterol to, make hormones, and peanut butter. Meanwhile, my brother would, he'd be the first to like unload an entire container of like Keebler fudge elf cookies or whatever they were with partially hydrogenated oils. Anyway, now I'm just bragging or trying to put other people down, make myself feel better about life. I'm not really. But yeah, okay. To the content now. Adios.
Okay, so this is part 1 of what I eat in a day. The first thing would be sardines. These are some of my favorite, or mackerel. These are some of my favorites. Classic King Oscar Spanish style. Bella with the hot peppers. My favorite mackerel is Cole's wild mackerel, and then occasionally I'll have natural catch tuna, but that's usually when I'm running out of other stuff. I also really like, this is my stash by the way, what I have remaining. I really like Fishwife, the sardines with hot peppers in them as well. They're a little bit more expensive and I have to wait for them to go on sale at Whole Foods before I'll get them. But yeah, and then so I eat about 4 large cloves of raw garlic a day, and it's important to mince it and let it sit for 10 to 15 minutes before you eat it, because that allows the anti-cancer phytochemical allicin, ALLICIN, not spelled like the name, but then I'll put that on my sardines. I'll add some cayenne pepper. This is my the spice section and the like random snack section of my cupboard. I put cayenne pepper on them and a bit of salt, and then one of my favorite things, which is real Japanese wasabi paste. And that is, so eating sardines in the morning is something that I look forward to every day. And then I'll always have a serving of organic berries after that. And these are blackberries. I usually soak them, that's why they're still in the carton. Soak them in a vinegar solution to, stop all of the nasty stuff from growing. And then I'll put a hefty dose of is it Ceylon or Ceylon? I don't know, but Ceylon cinnamon on top of them with a little bit of stevia because sometimes blackberries can be tart. I also enjoy, when I can get the really good ones, raspberries, and I have these, the blueberries are for my El Ruderai yogurt that I'm just making a new batch of that, but I'll have that sometime like around noon or 1. But right now it's 9 a.m., so my first meal is at 9 a.m. And I will also, well today, I mean it varies, but today I'll be finishing off some of my broccoli sprouts, remnants of that, along with this beautiful, it's perfect, this beautiful heirloom tomato is this from Lancaster Farms? I don't know. Can't read the label, but at least not through my camera. This is one of the, I don't know the exact variety, but the black heirloom tomatoes are exquisite. This is like the perfect, it's so tender. I got it in like at peak ripeness yesterday, and I'm going to slice that up and put it on top of my broccoli sprouts, and then I'll add another clove of garlic, cayenne pepper. I can't get enough cayenne pepper, I just love it. Some salt, probably a drizzle of balsamic vinegar, and if I had some fresh basil, I would add that as well. So that's meal number 1, and I'll finish it with some coffee. My favorite coffee is this Army of Dark Chocolate. Okay, so that is meal number 1. I don't know whether to call it breakfast, brunch, or whatever, but I'll be back soon. Okay, so this is one of the stranger batches of my El Ruderai yogurt with blueberries. I won't go into it, but I prepared it in a different way, and so it's the consistency is a little strange. Anyway, I just basically followed Dr. Berg's recipe, which you can find on his channel multiple times. He's reposted it in different videos. It's quite tasty and very good for you. Okay, dinner. I eat dinner pretty early. It's 3:30 right now, and I just cooked up some grass-fed, grass-finished ground beef. I typically get the 85% fat. I accidentally got the 92 or 93% fat. Anyway, I use a quarter of one of the meat bricks, I guess. What is this brand? Organic Rancher, 93% lean. So, yeah, and then I use about half of an onion and just saute that in a pan, no oil needed, and then I add a hefty dose of cumin. This is some kind of tandoori spice that I got elsewhere in Pennsylvania. As always, tons of cayenne pepper. Here's some curry powder that I added, and a bit of iodized sea salt, and I'm gonna finish it off with this truffle hot sauce. And after that, I'm going to cook a sweet potato with a ton of spices as well, and I'll come back and take a clip of it so you can see what it looks like. Okay, and then finally for dinner, and I'm a slow eater, so now it's 4 in the afternoon. This is an organic red sweet potato, on the smaller side for me. I just stabbed it with a fork and microwaved it for 4 minutes. Usually it takes about 5 minutes, but this was a small one, so not as long. Then I added cayenne pepper, nutmeg, cloves, cinnamon again. Almost forgot the salt, but I add the salt. Anything that has a sweet tinge needs to be counterbalanced with some salt. And I have low blood pressure anyway, so that's very good. And I added some low-fat cottage cheese. I like to balance the flavor here, add a little bit more protein. It's really just a couple of, maybe just one forkful kind of spread around. And a dab of this Thai sweet chili sauce, like very little. The cottage cheese helps to offset the harshness of the cloves as well. And occasionally I'll put shreds of salted butter in there. Not very much. It's just to moisten it, or I will add a little bit of milk because I don't like my sweet potatoes to be dry. And yes, it's a very messy plate because my ground beef concoction was on the plate a few minutes ago, and I had all of the flavorings of the spices that I had added left a stain. So, okay, that's it, and I'll be back with one more clip. My last bite of the day will be this piece of peanut butter toast. Peanut butter toast is one of my favorite things. It's about 8 o'clock, so this is an hour and a half to 2 hours before I go to bed. I don't like to go to bed with a heavy meal in my stomach. You should give your digestive system a break overnight, complete break, and you don't want to be digesting as you're trying to go off to sleep. So my love of peanut butter runs deep, and this is my favorite peanut butter. Be careful, there are a few varieties. The creamy version that requires you to stir because it does not contain palm oil is the one to get. It is out of this world. This is by far the best peanut butter on the planet. I've had so many different types, trust me. Trust me. And I get this organic 365 brand sprouted whole wheat bread. It's nice and it's dense without being too dense. It's not like one of those seed breads, but it's nice and thick in texture. It's not like it's any thicker than a normal cut, but it's like substantial. So you've got a good amount of fiber there. I think it's 4 grams of protein per slice. But these are bigger slices than you'd get with like Nature's Own or Wonder Bread or something. And it's just better. I add a little bit of stevia. Again, you can see the cinnamon and some sea salt. So that's it. That is what I eat. On an average day. There's some variation, of course, but not too much. I'm pretty boring. All right, that's all. See you next time.